Today I'm going to show you how quite easily, just using a few recyclables from around the house and a few tools, you can make a really easy to use fruit picker. We're going to pick some grapefruit and we're actually going to go through and juice them up as well. G'day, I'm Tim and welcome to Vintage Food Farm. You might have seen in a previous video where I made this awesome papaya picker using just an old soft drink bottle, a broom handle and a bit of gaffer tape and some cable ties. This is awesome for papaya, really easy to use, gets the papaya off the tree with no hassle at all, but not fantastic for other types of fruit. So today what I want to do is show you how to make, using the same sorts of materials, make a fruit picker that will be able to put some pressure on and pull the fruit off the tree. This here, this beautiful old grapefruit tree, it's probably one of the most prolific fruiting trees we have on the property at the moment. The challenge for us is getting to pick the fruit before the cockatoos eat it all. So today, just using some old materials from around the house, I'm going to make a fruit picker which is nice, quick and easy to use to make sure we at least get some of the fruit off the tree as well. So what I've got here is I've got an old 2-litre soft drink bottle, a broom handle we got out of the shed, a nice sharp knife, some gaffer tape and some screws. So what we'll do is we'll actually cut a hole in the bottle here to give us room to put the fruit in, but also keep the top on the bottle so we can actually pull the fruit down. And I'll actually cut a V into the top, which that will connect to the fruit really well and just help us getting that pressure down. So the first thing you want to do is get your bottle, grab your knife, and you want to cut a nice big V in the bottom of the bottle. And you really want to start around here. Just push that and you'll feel that's a little bit more stable than the rest of the bottle, and that will just help us put some pressure on the fruit as we go to pull it off. So you see there, that's a nice big V. And then what we'll do is we take our knife and at the bottom of the V, we cut a nice big circle, room enough for the fruit to drop into once we pull it off. So I'm just trying to make that hole there big enough for the fruit to fit into easily, and I'll just check that out now. Yeah, you look at that, the grapefruit fits in there really well. And ideally what you want to do is go no more than halfway through the depth of your bottle, and that'll just help hold your bottle together. The next thing we do is we take our broomstick and we attach the bottle to the broomstick. Now with this one, you'll see my broomstick is actually a bit too small for the opening of the bottle. So what I'll do is to make sure we get some tension on there, I'm going to take my gaffer tape, I'm going to wrap it around the end here so the bottle fits on nice and snugly. So I'm just winding it around and round to build up the thickness of the pole. If you had a bigger broomstick, you wouldn't have to do this. You might have seen when I did the papaya picker, that fitted on perfectly. This one a little bit thinner, so we've got to do this. But yeah, if you've got the right size broomstick and it fits in snugly, you don't need to do this part. We'll just check that out. Just a little bit more. And we'll cut that off. Now take your bottle and just squeeze him on there. With a fruit picker, because we're going to be pulling down, putting a lot of pressure, what we need to do is, as well as having that nice and snug on the broomstick, we also want to secure it a little bit stronger. So no matter how hard we've got to pull to get the fruit off, your bottle and your broomstick will stay together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to put just a couple of screws in each side through the bottle into the broomstick, just to hold it all together really well. Now I've just got a couple of button screws. Any self-tapping screw will do. It's really good if it is a self-tapping screw, saves you having to drill a pilot hole first. So I take my screw, and just through the mouth of the bottle, just slowly at first so it gets traction. So that's one side, that screws in there really well. What I'll do is just turn it over and put another screw just a little bit off center so they don't hit, or from the other side. There we go. That is on there nice and tight. That shouldn't come off, but most importantly, let's give it a shot and see how well it goes. That is awesome. That is great. You can see here that V, see how important that V is that we cut in the bottle? That actually captures the fruit right in the top there and gives us the ability to put the tension to pull down. So that's all the grapefruit from up high. What I'll do now is, no point using the picker on the ones that I can grab by hand, I'll go around and pull them off by hand. So there we go. That's not too bad. When you think about how many of the cockatoos ate of these grapefruit, they absolutely love the grapefruit. So for us, not too bad at all. That's going to create some lovely grapefruit juice. And I've got to say, I am pretty impressed, even if I say so myself, because I made it myself. My fruit picker worked out really, really well. We use a really simple manual juicer. It's simple, but I'll tell you, it's really, really effective. I'll just set it up now. Whoop. So we'll actually press the fruit through here, and the juice will go down to the bottom into that jar there. And we'll fill a few of those jars, that's for sure. Now what we simply do is take our half a grapefruit, put it in there, just hold it while you bring the top down, and then press. The good thing about this juicer is, if you just look in there, it filters out a fair bit of pulp and a fair bit of seed as well. So it gives you really good clear juice. There we go, that's about 500 ml of grapefruit juice from 5 grapefruits. What I'll do now with that is we'll finish juicing, we'll take the juice and we'll actually freeze it in ice cube trays, because it's wonderful when you drop that into your water on a hot day, lovely cold glass of water, drop a grapefruit juice ice cube in there, so refreshing. Okay, so that's it. That's how you make a fruit picker. That's how we pick our grapefruit, how we juice them, and actually what we use that juice for. If you feel like it, and only if you feel like it, like and subscribe. But most importantly, stay calm in the farm.